When I started freelancing around 8 months ago, I would take every Fiverr job I could. If there was a video I could film or some content I could edit, I was on it. And whilst that helped me get started, it actually started hurting me the longer it went on, to the point where I had to stop saying yes and start saying no, which to my surprise actually started improving my income. Today, I'll explain the two main types of clients I started rejecting. Back in October 2025, not long after leaving my job, I realized the difficulty of starting freelancing, and that work wasn't just going to land in my lap at the price I wanted it to. So, like any Fiverr beginner probably should, I took jobs at $50 or lower just to get work done and get great reviews. And honestly, this was completely fine for a while. I got a load of 5 stars, the clients were pleasant, and although the money wasn't great at all, it was a good confidence boost knowing there was actually demand for the work I was offering. But after a while, I started noticing a problem. The more jobs I completed, the more I realized that not every client was helping me move forwards and was taking me in a direction I wanted to go. On Fiverr, I specifically provide UGC videos. So I film myself presenting the client's script exactly like this, and then I edit the video too if needed. And I found that especially in the UGC space, there are loads of agencies that wanted to use my content in a scammy way. They wanted me to make videos almost pretending I won money on their game just so they get more downloads. Some wanted me to film testimonials for their course as if I had actually used it and made money from it. One Upwork client was even as shameless as asking me to leave a fake Amazon review. I didn't take that, by the way. At the very beginning, I didn't have much choice but to take a couple of these video jobs, because there were some of the only opportunities I had in front of me. But the more reviews I got and the bigger projects I started taking on, these became some of the first no's I started giving out, because the last thing I want is for my reputation to be eroded by those videos or my face just be used on something dodgy. Today, if a client comes to me with a video like this, I just respectfully decline it, or I give a price that I know is like way too high that they either walk away or I get paid loads for my troubles. But there was another type of client that I realized was holding me back too. Through getting started on these freelance platforms, I quickly realized that they very often end up being the type of place that clients go to when they want stupidly cheap work. And if I ever wanted to make good money doing this video stuff, I needed to stop accepting every low-paying project that came my way. At first, this was hard to do. Rejecting work almost felt like something I couldn't afford to do. Every inquiry at the start feels super important. One of the first times I set a higher price and was fully expecting to get turned down, the client says something along the lines of, "Sounds good." And that's when I realized I probably could have charged more all along. I had more value than I was giving myself credit for. You might be doing work for $100 or $200 less than what a client would actually be willing to pay. So start testing the waters, but just make sure you're in a good financial position before you do this. And I recommend testing higher prices on newer customers first, rather than risking a long-term client that provides you stability. And this is really what I learned. At the beginning, saying yes to everything really helped me get started and helped me get on the map. But eventually, saying yes to everything started holding me back. Some clients weren't worth the risk. Others weren't worth the time at all. And once I became more selective, I had more time available for better opportunities and to actually improve my service. That's why I don't think freelancing is all about saying yes to every client forever. It's about earning the right to become more selective as your skills, your reviews, and your reputation grows. Now, I briefly mentioned stability, and this is one of the most important things in freelancing, and it's actually something I learned the hard way. If you want to see what happened that ruined my income in May and how to avoid it yourself, watch this video right here and hit that subscribe button to follow my journey to 10K per month as a video creator, and we can help each other get there.